Calvin Darden Jr., a Georgia businessman, was convicted on Friday for defrauding former NBA star Dwight Howard out of millions in a deceptive scheme to purchase the WNBA's Atlanta Dream. The jury reached a guilty verdict in the case, held in New York City, where Darden was also convicted of swindling another former NBA player, Chandler Parsons, out of $1 million in a separate fraudulent operation. Dwight Howard, who was one of the NBA's most dominant centers during his 18-year career, testified in court that Darden manipulated him into investing $7 million, convincing Howard that the money would be part of a deal to buy the Atlanta Dream. In reality, however, the team had already been sold to an investor group in 2021, which included former WNBA player Renee Montgomery. The sale had been public knowledge, and Darden's promise of ownership was a ruse to access Howard's finances. During the trial, Howard expressed his frustration and betrayal, stating that instead of an ownership stake, what he received in return for his $7 million investment was nothing more than a slap in the face. The trial also exposed the extent of Darden's fraudulent activities, which prosecutors described as blatant and egregious. In addition to the scheme targeting Howard, Darden also worked with a sports agent to deceive former NBA forward Chandler Parsons. Parsons, who enjoyed a 9-year NBA career, was convinced by Darden to send him $1 million, allegedly for the development of current NBA player James Wiseman. The money, according to Darden, was supposed to aid Wiseman's career progression, but, like Howard's investment, it was part of a scam designed to enrich Darden. Prosecutors meticulously laid out how Darden used the $7 million from Howard. They showed that Darden spent at least $6.1 million of the sum on personal luxuries and real estate, including $500,000 on 2 luxury cars, $110,000 on a piano, and $765,000 as a down payment on a $3.7 million mansion. He also spent $90,000 on high-end watches and another $500,000 on home improvements and artwork. All of this was done under the pretense of being part of a legitimate investment deal. The conviction marks a significant fall from grace for Darden, who was previously sentenced to prison 8 years ago for a similar crime. In 2016, Darden was convicted of impersonating his father, Cal Darden, a prominent business executive, in a failed attempt to purchase Maxim magazine. At the time, Darden was sentenced to 1 year in prison but received a lighter sentence after cooperating with prosecutors. In that case, Darden's father, a former senior vice president for operations at UPS, had an